Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how I built the smallest robotic gripper I've ever made, which later became a robotic arm that challenges the existing record for the smallest robotic arm. I bought this microlinear servo years ago, and I have never been able to use it in any of my projects because it is so weak and fragile, but I've always wanted to do something with it. With the same curiosity that led me to build a robotic gripper with a huge servo in 2021, this time I thought, let's see if I can build a micro robotic gripper. My first step in any robotics project is to model the actuators. This time I built the micro servo model in SolidWorks. There are many ways to make a robotic gripper. After reviewing what's out there, I selected this design. Back in SolidWorks, I designed the whole gripper and made sure everything bolts together with the smallest screws I could find, 1mm screws, and the gripper has a total of 10 parts. I use three 2-gram servos to move the robotic arm. They are the smallest rotary servos I could find. Actually, I use them all the time in my recent projects. By copying a standard robotic arm mechanism, I adjusted the dimension of all the parts and I make sure that they could be moved with the least possible friction. And actually, the result was really good. It took me about half an hour to learn how to move both servos properly. I used this servo controller to simplify the electronic control. The link for all the components is in the description. I have to admit that the gripper is enormous compared to the rest of the robotic arm. It reminds me of those insects with a huge head. For the base, I made a very simple mechanism that allows me to rotate the entire robotic arm less than 90 degrees. I accidentally broke one of the 3D printed parts, so I used one of the arms that came with the 2-gram micro servo, and honestly, it was a great replacement. I made several small adjustments and assembled another micro robotic arm. And now you are going to see this arm in action. I tested how linear motion works, and it turns out to be quite decent. Currently, the smallest robotic arm record is 44 millimeters. It's about 1.75 inches. This arm is just a little over 1 inch, so it might be a solid contender to challenge that record. Thanks for watching. You'll find all the STL files and links to every part in the description.